Mm, all right. What's good? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. What's good? All right, y'all. Let's let the people come in. Let's get it. I got something good. Oh yeah. What's good? What's good? What's up, brother? Got your message today. I've been tied up. I'm gonna reach out to you tomorrow. I got your message. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. So where I was just saying we with no kids. All right, let's go. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, welcome everybody. I'm running just a little bit late tonight. I had a client that went a little bit over, but I joined, so we still gonna get a little bit of something here tonight. But everybody, welcome, 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 welcome. Get on in here and look. So I got a question. Last night I asked the question, and I'm going to ask you where y'all from, name, and all that. I'm gonna let a couple people, if y'all would, on TikTok, give me some likes, and give me some hearts on Instagram, on YouTube. Just say hey. But last night I asked a question, and the question was, it was if I could show you a surefire way so that you can stop picking the wrong person, would it be valuable? I also said to you, if I could show you how to date, how to date and start and your ratio for picking the right person could go up 100-fold. Would you be interested? And a lot of you said yes. Some of you took me up on the offer, and some of you got my ebook, Just Ask. And already, the one of the persons that got it last night got one revelation, and she said, the one thing you told me I learned last night, just last night, helped me to eliminate someone on my list. And I said, what? In one night? She said, I got the book and I read the entire book in one night. Now I don't, I told her, I said, better not read it again. Because what happens is when you get into it and get immersed and you start getting the knowledge, you're like, okay, I get it. But now I said, read it again for understanding. And so she did it. So tonight, what I'm going to do is I am going to anybody here. Y'all know. First off, I'm Coach Ken, aka the doctor, aka the professor. Um, Somebody asked me how I like being on the show, Cardiac. I think it's cool. I think we do a lot of good work. The name of the book is my ebook that I just finished, revised. It's called Just Ask 250 Questions to Know if He's the One. Now, it could be for women. Just ask 250 questions to know if she's the one. But tonight, I'm going to go a little bit deeper and I'm going to give you some of the questions and I'm going to explain to you. But last night I explained the concept of why I created this and what was different about it. And go back and listen to last night on Instagram or on YouTube, and you can see it. And I explained to you what a subconscious question was. And I'll get into that a little bit. But tonight, I want to get into some of the actual questions. And I'm going to tell you why I actually created them. Is that cool? And then I'm going to make the offer again for those of you who want to learn how to stop picking the wrong people. If you want to learn how to pick your person, how to stop getting so emotionally involved, and 3 months later, you realize the person is not who you thought they were. Okay? Does that sound right? And so, anybody here, but before we get into it, I don't see anybody on YouTube or Facebook. If you are there, say hey to the coach. Say, I mean, I see a couple, I see like 18, 20 people there, but I don't see anybody there. So say hello. So first thing I want y'all to do is tell me your name and where you're checking in from. Name and where you're checking in from so I can properly acknowledge you. Because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Miss Thang said, hey, coach, where you from, Miss Thang? And what's your real name? And where you from? All right, so I can properly acknowledge you. All right, let's see who we got here. All right, we got Maricela from California, Stephanie from Indy. We got Katrina from Fresno, Jeremy from Quebec, Sonia from South Carolina. I've got Sharon from Houston, Texas. We got Beverly, I think I missed. We got Heather from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Was that Sharon from Boston? We've got Adwa, is that from Palm Beach, Florida? I hope I pronounced it right. Taji from Milwaukee in the building. We've got, okay, V Atlas. I want to make sure, is it I don't know how to pronounce that, and I don't want to mess that up, but that seemed like a nice name. But she's from North Carolina. Tiana from Ohio in the building. Angelica from Florida in the building. Was that Emma from Miami in the building? Mavis from Michigan in the building. Let's see, the Soul Canadian, Soul Canadian, I guess, in the building. Jala from the UK in the building. Mariah from Columbus, Georgia in the building. Lady Boo from the A in the building. For those who don't know what A is Atlanta. All right, in the building. Let's see what else we got. Who else in the building? Rita, we're about to reach out to you. My wife's gonna reach out to you soon. So I just want to say, all right, hey, Jessica in the building from Arkansas. All right, y'all. So look, so here's what I want to do. Those of you who are here, I don't have a whole bunch of people here. I'm starting a little bit later than normal, but everybody that's here is supposed to be here. So I'm gonna give y'all my all. But so let's do this. So I want to give you just a little bit of background. From last night, I explained to you that I just finished an ebook called Just Ask 50 Questions to Know If He's the One. And I explained to you how my client went through my program, and my client got married in 9 months. And I explained to you last night that my client was the type of person at first who did not believe. She was 59 years old. And I have younger clients, older clients, and I use her because I simply say that she was wanting a new change. And many times, y'all, some of you believe that you'll never find your person. Some of you have resigned yourself that you're going to be alone. But you don't want to be alone, but you've said, since I have not had any luck, I won't have any luck. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. And a lot of you listen to me, and a lot of you want something new, but you don't believe. You believe when I talk about other clients, you believe that it might be right for them. Here's what goes in your mind. You think that, yeah, that might happen to someone else, but it won't happen to me. Or you believe something like this. You believe, I don't believe that's true because all I see are people out here who are just, you know, you like my expressions on the show. I know they just be catching me. But you either believe you can have it or you believe that you won't have it. You won't have the relationship you desire. And when people come to me like that, the first thing that I explain to them is this is you must be willing to think something different. Now I know a lot of us have been thinking the way we've been thinking for many years. You cannot unknow what you know. You cannot unsee what you've seen, and you cannot unsay what you've said. And so, because of that, I often say that wisdom is a good thing and a bad thing. Because wisdom says, I know things that I know from experiencing life. And there are things that I don't do or things that I do because I have wisdom. And then I say to them, I say, yes, that is true. I say, but the difference is that the things you have done, the things you are doing, they don't work. So imagine this, y'all. Imagine if you try to drive a car forward to work, but you keep putting the car in reverse. And you can't understand why it won't go forward. You're like, I'm looking forward. I want the car to go forward. However, it keeps going backwards because the car is in reverse, right? And so, why am I saying this tonight? I'm saying this because last night I explained that many of us, many of you have been trying to get in a great relationship, trying to find your person. You try and you've dated over and over again, and yet you keep getting the same results. You keep getting people who playing games, people who are inconsistent, people who are not in alignment with you. Does that sound like you? So if it sounds like you, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if that sounds like you. Now, now, here's the thing. And so everybody that comes to me, and if you've watched any of my videos, if you've watched any of my videos for any length of time, there's one thing that you know about me. I am super smart. I mean, I don't make any bones about it. Some of y'all might call that arrogant. Some of y'all might say, the nerve of him. But yes, I am super. Oh, coach, just saw him in Mexico with one. You just saw me in Mexico. Me and my wife were just in Mexico. He told me he was going to Detroit for work. Oh, okay. All right. Now, all right. So here's the thing. And what I'm saying to y'all is whether you are wanting a great relationship or whether you're in a relationship, one of the reasons why you keep picking the wrong person is because you don't know how to communicate. And you might say, Coach, what do you mean? You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to vet a person. You don't know how to ask questions that get to the deeper level of the person to find so the person can reveal who they truly are. And the reason you don't do this is because you don't know how to do this. Okay. And in my new book, Just Ask 250 Questions to Know If He's the One, I explain to you how the conscious mind and the subconscious mind work. I explain to you that the true person lies in the subconscious. I explained to you yesterday that we only ask conscious questions like, for instance, where'd you go to school? How many children do you have? Okay, were you ever married before? We only ask conscious questions like, what do you like? Who's your favorite team? And based on these conscious questions, you think the person is compatible with you because they like the same team as you, because they like reading. Um, and so what happens is you think that you are compatible with the person. And I explained to y'all yesterday that what you are doing is you are relying on chemistry to determine if the relationship will work. You see, let me explain the difference between chemistry and compatibility. Chemistry is based on the emotional impact that a person has on you at any given moment. Chemistry is the emotional impact that a person has on you at any given moment. That is like when the person texts you. You see their number come up on your phone, and your liver begin to quiver. That's an old school saying. You get excited. Woo-hoo. You want to cross your legs because you're getting moist when you think about the person. That is chemistry. All right. However, you think you are building a relationship you think you're building a relationship on chemistry, but a relationship is never built on chemistry. And so, but you say, ooh, we just jive, we vibing, we doing all of that. And you think chemistry, and then only to find out 3 months later that this person is someone different than you thought they were, right? Because you are not relying on compatibility. See, chemistry is the emotional impact at any given time. Compatibility is your value system, your core values, and you need to know if your core values line up. Your core values line up. And so Coach KD said, never built on chemistry. I love it, Coach, because a lot of people do nowadays. They build it on chemistry. It's like building a house on sand. And so, so tonight, when I wrote the book, Just Ask 250 Questions to Know If He's the One, what I did, I wrote this book to show you how to determine if you are compatible with the person, if your core values lined up, okay? If your core values were in alignment, because most of us don't know if our core values are in alignment. And so the reason you don't know is because you cannot go beneath the surface. And somebody says, what's chemistry without connection? You see, chemistry is a form of connection. It is the form of connection that you think you have because your emotions are emotionally involved. But true connection happens when our core value systems sync up. You see, the chemistry attracts you. The core values keep you. Chemistry attracts you to the relationship. Core values keep you in the relationship. Ooh. Coach, you getting lined up tonight. You getting lined up. And so the reason I wrote the book is so that a person could understand that if I can determine if a person is compatible with me, then I can determine if I should stay in this relationship. And so because of that, here's what I did. I said, okay, and I don't want to go over the whole book, but if anybody wants the book, if you get the book, I will teach you this process. I will. But you gotta get the book. I mean, it's an ebook now. My team will put it in on audio because I just finished the writing of it. It's a digital book because I wanted to get it out. Now, so tonight, here's what we're gonna do. What I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to give you some of the questions. I'm going to go over some of the questions, and you might want to write down a few of them. It's 250 of them. I went into deep thought. I went into deep thought in figuring out what questions help you get below the surface of the person? What questions help you get to the core of who he is or who she is so that you can make a determination if their core values line up? So allow me to give you some. And then I'm going to explain to you why I actually put it on the list. It took, okay? So here's what we're going to do. Let me go to my list. Okay, here we go. One of the questions, I might give you 10 questions tonight, so write them down because I'm just giving you bonus. And if anybody wants to go deeper into this methodology, because you're tired of being sick and tired, you're tired of picking the wrong person, you're tired of being with somebody who's not compatible with you, but you want to find out. All right. So the first question, I'm gonna give you about 10 questions tonight. One of the questions is, and these are in no particular order. First, I need you to understand when you ask the question, you have to be willing to wait for the answer because the question is not the answer to these questions are not in their conscious mind. The answers are in their subconscious mind. And I explained on yesterday what your subconscious is. Your subconscious is like a computer that houses information about you, that houses your belief system, that houses your trauma, that houses your feelings on issues, that houses all of that. And see, that's where the true person, your true being lies. And what we do, y'all, we send our representative to everywhere we go. In a relation, we send our representative. They send in their representative too. But the questions that I'm about to show you uncover who the real person is. And once you master this system, once you buy the book and you master the system, you will be able to ask the question and know if the person is in alignment with you. So I might just read five. I was going to do 10. I'm going to do five. All right, number one, write this down. What have people misunderstood about you? What have people misunderstood about you? Now, why is that question on the list? The question is on the list is because it makes the other person think and go into their subconscious mind on the things in their life that people have had a misperception about them that are not necessarily true. And see, then you find out what the person wrestles with when they think about how people view them. Ooh, Coach, you a genius. Oh my goodness. Are y'all serious? All right. And so that is the reason why, y'all, I teach y'all that dating is about collecting data. Somebody just said it down here. But you only collect data by asking questions that get below the surface. Most people say they collect data, but they're only collecting data about surface stuff, be it man or woman. They're only collecting data about stuff that is surface, and you never get to know the person on a deeper level because you never ask what I call and develop called subconscious questions. What I just showed you was a subconscious question when I said, what have people always misunderstood about you? The second question, I'm gonna give you another. Let me just go through the list. Wow, here go one. What emotion do you try to hide from people who are close to you? Wow. What emotion do you try to hide from people that are close to you? Now, think about why I asked that question. Why I asked that question. I want to know if the person is emotionally unavailable. And so when the person says, wow, what emotion do I hide? And now it is making them think on a deeper level. And when they answer me, I'm going to say, why do you feel like you have to hide that emotion? And now I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper. Woo-wee! Boy, that is deep, y'all. Tell me that is not deep, okay? Tell me that's not deep. And so when we're asking these subconscious questions, we have to be okay to give the person space to answer. And then once they answer, I teach you in the book how to go deeper. How do I go deeper with the questions they have provided me? All right. So let me give you another one, and I'm going to get off here in a minute. What's one experience that has changed your life positively? Tell me about one experience that has changed your life positively. All right. Oh, Sister Perry said he doesn't let people see him cry. And so, Sister Perry, here's what I would do. How would I go deeper on that? I would say, why is it important for you to hide the fact that you cry? Notice what I just did. Now I'm going deeper into what they said so I can get to the core reason why they believe that crying is not conducive to it is not conducive to being strong in a relationship. All right. All right. All right. And so I'm gonna give you two more and then we're gonna get off. What excuses do you make or do you tell yourself that keep you from reaching something you've always wanted to reach? Wow, that's deep. What excuses do you tell yourself? Do you make? Do you make that you tell yourself that has kept you from reaching one of your dreams? Now, these are deep. These questions go beyond the surface, and what happens is now what essentially you're doing, and that's all I'm gonna give y'all. Them the only questions I'm gonna give y'all. But essentially, what are you doing? And somebody says, very good. Are there follow-up questions? Absolutely. The follow-up questions, and I teach you this in the book, is when they answer. So if you answer, I said, what excuse have you made that keep you from reaching your dream? So the follow-up to that, listen to me. Is that Jala? Jala. I just want to make sure I got it right. But anyway, here's the follow-up. I want y'all to write down 6 words. Write these 6 words down. Who, what, when, why, where, and how. Who, what, when, why, where, and how. Words we learned in elementary school. Okay? So, Jala, here's why those words are important. Because when they answer, what I do, and I teach you this in the book, I simply grab one of these words. So if they tell me the emotion that they hide in, I might say, why was it important for you? Or why do you see the need to hide that emotion? Why is it important for you to hide that emotion? Okay. Or I could use how. How has hiding that emotion or those emotions affected you in the past in relationships? Notice what I could say what? I could use what? Okay. What do you feel that it does for you when you hide the emotion? Why? Why has that been your go-to hide the emotion? Notice what I'm doing. I'm using those 6 words to go deeper. Those are the follow-up questions. See, I don't have to think of anything new. I simply use the information you have provided me, and I go deeper by saying who, what, when, what, where, or how. Wow. This system that I created, y'all, has helped, like I told you, people get in relationships, people get married. And one, I just got off the phone with, the reason I got on late is it saved their marriage because it helped them create more intimacy in the relationship. And so, for those of you who are interested in learning, vetting people, creating more intimacy with this book that I wrote called Just Ask, 250 questions to know if he is the one. It could be 250 questions to know if she's the one. I want you, if you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok or Facebook, go up to my bio, click on my link tree. You'll see it says link tree, and it says it's right there. You can click 250 questions to know if he's the one. And if you have any questions about it, any questions, I'm here. I am here. All you got to do is email me at coachkencanion@gmail.com, and I will help you. I will teach you. Because what I'm thinking about doing, in my academy in mid to late November, I'm thinking about actually teaching a class on it. But I'm thinking about actually teaching a class on it. But you got to get the book first. For those who get the book, I'm willing to help you. But if you don't get the book, I ain't willing to help you. That's just as simple. All right. And so if you're on YouTube, let me see, on YouTube, hold on YouTube, let me see here. I'm going to get the link. On YouTube, I'm going to get the link. All right. All right, let me bookmark. All right. Okay. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to get the book. And so I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put this on. Here it is. Okay, so I'm putting it on YouTube. Here it is. Somebody says, Lady Boo says, please think about doing a group with single eligible men with no kids. I already have. I coach men. I have a group of men as well that I coach. Lady Boo, what I would suggest you do is start doing the work on yourself, and you can attract the man that you want. That's just my take. All right, y'all. The book is called Just Ask 250 Questions to Know If He's the One. Go up to my link tree in bio, get the book. Email me at coachkencanion@gmail. And you know what? I will help you find your ideal person. All right, y'all. That's my time for the night. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.